The Dark Side of Thomas Jefferson History, Part 11. The cultivation of wheat revitalized the plantation economy and reshaped the South's agricultural landscape. Planters all over the Chesapeake region had been making the shift. George Washington had begun raising grains some 30 years earlier because his land wore out faster than Jefferson's did. Jefferson continued to plant some tobacco because it remained the important cash crop, but his vision for wheat farming was rupturous. The cultivation of wheat is the reverse of tobacco in every circumstances. Besides clothing the earth with herbage and preserving its fertility, it feeds the laborers plentifully, requires from them only a moderate toil. Except in the season of harvest, raises great numbers of animals for food and service, and diffuses plenty and happiness among the whole. Wheat farming forced changes in the relationship between planter and slave. Tobacco was raised by gangs of slaves, all doing the same repetitive, back-breaking task under the direct, strict supervision of overseers. Wheat required a variety of skilled laborers, and Jefferson's ambitious plans required a retrained workforce of millers, mechanics, carpenters, smiths, spinners, coopers, and ploughmen. Jefferson still needed a cohort of laborers in the ground to carry out the hardest task. So the Monticello slave community became more segmented and hierarchical. They were all slaves, but some slaves would be better than others. The majority remained laborers. Above them were enslaved artisans, both male and female. Above them were enslaved managers. Above them was the household staff. The higher you stood in the hierarchy, the better clothes and food you got. You also lived literally on a higher plane, closer to the mountain top. A small minority of slaves received pay, profit sharing, or what Jefferson called gratuities, while the lowest workers received only the barest ration and clothing. Differences bred resentment, especially towards the elite household staff.